up, guys? How's it going today? Well, yesterday I didn't get a chance to make a video. Yesterday was hectic. Oh, man. But let me take you to the night before. I got to my spot that I was going to deliver to up in Ohio, and it was a little south of Dayton. I think it's close to Dayton, pretty close to Dayton. Anyway, I went to an old building and looked on the map, and I seen that I could possibly get in there and park and put in the dock. But when I got there, it's one of those old buildings. It's one of those old buildings where my truck's sitting halfway out in the street. So I got there, and the building's right here, and I kept pulling up, and I noticed right here shipping and receiving, but the only docks I seen on the map was on the other side. And I stopped, I backed back up, and I got there a little late because I met up with one of my buddies. He came out of Florida, and he delivered 20 miles south of where I delivered. So we met up and had some burritos and shot the shit and hung out. And then I was like, look, I got to go. I got to get this video, the last video you guys watched. I had to get that video up and going. And it was about 2 o'clock before I got to sleep that night. But back to the story here. I pull up, I see shipping and receiving, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not a big enough dock or long enough dock to pull into without sticking out in the street. And mind you, there's a neighborhood over here. And right over here, there's a drop yard. And I thought, yeah, we're pulling in here. So I pull in the drop yard, swing it around, back it in, and let the engine cool down, kill the lights, and I just had an eerie feeling. I was like, I don't think I'm in the greatest of neighborhoods. It was an eerie feeling in an old part of town. Not the worst place I've ever slept, by far, but it was a little eerie. So, took precaution, locked the doors, got my little personal protection, and I don't know if I ain't even showed y'all this. But let me, here, I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to show you a little bit of something. See if you see that. You see that right there? Yeah. Anyway, my little protection. I got my protection. Maybe I'll make a video about that one day. Go back in your holster, dang it. Anyway, I got my protection, and it was sleeping by the bed. And I don't know, I might have been asleep a minute, I might have been asleep 3 hours. But at one point of the night, I heard 6 shots fired off. Pow, 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 pow. Maybe 5. My eyes went wide open from a dead sleep. It was close. And my first thought was fireworks. And I was like, no, that's not fireworks. Fireworks are a higher pitch, raspy pop. They don't have that punch that a pistol has, a deep caliber. And I was like, no, that was a pistol. So I'd lay there in silence and just listen. I'm listening for sirens. I'm listening for people screaming. I'm listening for cars, squealing off. After about 30 minutes, nothing. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe it's just somebody out playing with a gun. I've been known to do the same thing in my younger days. So, eerie feeling again. After about 30 minutes, I finally, I go back to sleep. Get back up that morning at 8 o'clock, and I go in there and I get unloaded. It's a recyclable load, which is all clean cardboard, real thin cardboard, but I still had a mess to clean out. But luckily they let me sweep it into their building, into their pile. So I swept it into their pile, and I got my leaf blower and I cleaned out the trailer, and then I'm ready to book a load. It's about, I don't know, 9:30. I'm ready to book a load, and I find a load that makes sense. See, what I was looking at loads going down to Dallas, because I was like, all right, this Friday, if I can get a load going to Dallas for $2,000, that's $2,000 over the weekend. And if I can what my plan was in Dallas, find a load coming right back to the Midwest. More than likely, anywhere from $600 to $1,000. So I'm like, all right, by Tuesday, I can possibly make $3,000. I'm like, all right, that's the deal. I seen some loads going down to Miami, Orlando, and they was all pretty decently priced, but I didn't want the deadhead back. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to go to Miami or Florida yet. Maybe when I get ready to go home. So I kept looking. Probably about an hour later looking, nothing felt right. When I'm looking for loads, I go by my gut instinct. If it don't feel right, if I don't feel happy about booking it, I don't book it. Always trust your gut. That's a big key to my success. Trust your gut. If it don't make you happy, if you don't feel at ease with it, don't do it. But anyway, I kept looking. I couldn't find nothing that made sense. I couldn't find nothing that made me feel good. And then I seen a load going to California. And I'm like, I ain't been to California in a minute. It's been quite a while, but I'm not opposed to going. And first thing I done is I looked over at California market, and even on a Friday, they were tons and tons of loads coming out of California. So I'm like, all right, well, they're trying to push this load for $4,000. I'm like, 15-day high average. Where I was at, the 15-day average was like 3,300. The 15-day high average was 35 and some change. So let's say 3,550. And this broker is trying to push it for $4,000. So they're way above market rate average. And I'm like, well, it's not quite where I'd like it to be. If I go across country, I want over $2 a mile. So I thought, if they're going to mark that load up that much above, and this load needs to be covered. The time is ticking. It's day of booking. The load has got to be moved. And also, mind you, I'm 150 miles away. So I went and I put a bid on it for $200 more. And I kind of wish I would have went more, but I didn't. Sorry, I seen something flash. Make sure you're still recording. Yeah, you're still here. So I put $4,200 off. I called them up, put a $4,200 offer on it. Took about 5 minutes to think about it, and they got back with me and said, load accepted. All I needed to do is to book it and confirm it. And I was like, yeah, let's go. So I catch gears. I've got 2 hours, roughly 2 hours, a little more than 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes. I've got to go 150 miles because I'm over here towards Dayton, not quite to Dayton, but I've got to go all the way to Indy. So about 153, 155 miles away, and I've got a little over 2 hours to get there. So we start catching gears, and I'll make it there. I show up, I go in, and this is right around maybe 1 o'clock. Get there right at 1 o'clock. And maybe 12:30. Losing track. It's been a long daggone day. Well, yesterday was. I caught up on sleep last night. But anyway, I get there, I walk in, give the guy my load number, and he's like, man, that's wrong number. You got another one? I was like, nope, that's it. He said, all right, let me call somebody and let me check on this. This ain't coming through right yet. So about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he's like, nah, man, somebody already picked this load up. Here's the trailer with it. Here's the broker. This is their trailer number, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, right. Great. So I go out and I call the broker. I said, look, Houston, we got a problem. The load that you give me, they're saying it's already been shipped. And it's on trailer number so-and-so, in case you want to check your system. So 5 minutes goes by. I get support on the phone, and I tell them what's going on with it. 5 minutes later, I'm like, all right, this is Friday afternoon. I'm taking the risk and the chance of being stuck on the weekend. I've got to get rolling. We ain't got time to be sitting around. I've got to get rolling. So I called some of my friends, my connections at this brokerage and high places, and I said, hey, give me a call back. I'm having a problem with this load. I can't get nowhere with support. They say, well, you know, I'm on a conference call right now. I can call you back at 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock, which that was 2 o'clock Eastern. They said, I'll call you back at 2 o'clock. I said, cool. It's 30 minutes. So in that amount of time, I'm back on the board. I'm looking and trying to to put another plan together because I already got the gut feeling this load ain't gonna fall through or come through. So I'm already trying to put together another plan, and I find another load going to California, which happens to be going in the same vicinity of my friend. So we're basically running a team across the country. And wait station. Uh-oh. Oh, it's closed. So that was the main reason I want to go to California, because when I booked that first load, I called my buddy up. I said, "Hey, get your Cali load. Let's run a team out there and turn the burn and come back." He was going to NorCal. I was going to SoCal, Compton to be exact. And he called me up shortly later. He said, "All right, man, you got to run it, mate. I'm going with you." So I'm like, well, this load, I called him up. I said, this load just, there's something fishy about it, and I don't know if I can make it happen. He's like, well, don't make me go to California by myself. I said, no, I see another load. I'm in the works making this work. He said, I'll go ahead and put a bid on that other load and lock the system up. That way, you're going to get one of them. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I said, I've got my guy over there calling me at 2 o'clock. And anyway, he called me, got on the phone with him, told them what was going on. Told them what was going on, and they said, all right, let me dig into this, let me find out what's going on. They called me back, and this time they said, well, that load is gone. That's our mess up. What happened with that load, there's another carrier on that load. And with that other carrier, come on, give me the green light. Green light. Come on, green light. Green light. Boom. He said, or they said, the other carrier that was on that load was 8 hours late, so they took the load off of them, put it back on the board, and that's when I come into play, and I booked it. Meanwhile, this other carrier came in under the radar, same pickup number, they booked the load and roll. So, anyway, maintain your lane there, Werner. Yeah, they came in and got the load. Anyway, I got Tanu, and I told him, I said, look, I said, it's Friday afternoon. I said, I've got to book another load. I said, I see another load on the board. It's going in California. It's going in the Northern Cal. That one's cool as well. I said, it's a little bit more miles, but I want to offer more on it, or I'm going to bid more on it. And they said, okay, well, go ahead and put your bid in. Since this mess, since this got messed up, we'll see if we can streamline it, and I can get on the broker and see if we can get you approved for it. So this load was only $300 above the high rate 15-day average, the high end. And they was trying to push it at 42. And I went in and I said, I want it for 44. That's $200 more, that's all. And boom, got it. So I'm going with 4,400 plus Tanu. So what originally was going to be 4,200 turned into 4,600. I'll take it. But the cost of that was not worth it really. I would have rather ran the other load, because the stress of that, not knowing if I'm going to be stuck for the weekend. And not only that, now mind you, I deadheaded 150 miles to go get this load. Luckily it's a grocery load, so I'm exempt, but I ran 150 miles to go get this load. The next load was 90 miles away in the other direction. So I went all the way over here and then went all the way up here to get this next load. And this next load is 5,000 pounds more on weight, which ain't no big deal. It came in handy today in Nebraska, because if you was in, I had a buddy text me up in South Dakota, at the same time I'm in Nebraska, and it was windy up there and it's windy down here. Got up to 25, 28 mile an hour winds and 45 mile an hour gusts. So I'm loaded and I'm heavy, but it was still pushing me around. Hey, baby, don't you stuff? No. Yeah. I dare you to say something. Idiot. There's a truck on the shoulder I'm getting over. Right the time I hit my blinker, there's a truck jetted out in the daggone hammer lane, already on my ass. So, we'll see if he says anything when he pulls up here. Y'all be looking, he'll be right. He'll be right here. Wait for it. He's getting his speed back up, because I slowed him down. But, Hold on just a minute. Let's see if I get the horn or anything. You're right here. He was looking. All right. So back to what I was saying. 37,000. That's 5,000 pounds more on the weight. Helped out with the wind, but exactly what I said yesterday was I had no time to make the video that I anticipated making, so I'm making it now. And I ran late last night. I ran pretty hard. After all of that, I still was managed to get to aisle 80. So I came out of Dayton, Indy, back up to towards Muncie, Indiana, then all the way back over to Walcott last night, and parked. And I didn't go in the store or anything. I parked. I literally got 8 hours sleep. My buddy knocked on the door, and I told him, I said, because he got there before me, he was there an hour and a half before me, so he's done asleep. I said, get me up at X amount of time. I said, I have enough sleep. I'm going to get there at 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern. I said, give me just about 10 o'clock. He woke me up. I had about 8 hours of time when I got there, so I probably got 7 hours sleep. I said, just wake me up, knock on the door, and have a cup of coffee in hand. And he knocked on the door, and I looked out the window, and I was like, man, this is why you're my friend. That is awesome. What in this cup is another cup? Man, that sun is bright. Hello, sun. Blinding. Anyway, we got up rolling, and we've been on the road since. We're going to make it somewhere in Wyoming. I don't know. It's currently 9 o'clock. And we've been battling rain and wind all day, minus the last maybe 100 miles. So, anyways, guys, I wanted to come give you that story. I'm not going to hold you up any further. I just thought it was an interesting story of all the stuff that took place yesterday, and all the way up to now. That sun's bright. But anyways, guys, if you're still hanging in there, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a comment if you've been in some sketchy situations. And as always, stay driven. Oh, man. Brian, I'm always thinking that. But anyways, guys, winners never quit. Quitters, they never win. See you, bye. Good Jesus. The sun's too low. Oh my God, I need a visor. It's low enough, I need a hood visor.